It is time for picks and bans for this game number 2. Denial Esports, once again, will be on the order side. Cognitive Gaming will be on, well, that's the chaos side, guys.
You
guys should know that by now.
So they don't switch sides. Both teams elect. It seems like Denial likes blue just for how early the game is. Cog is really liking the counter pick in solo. Really want to get Meerkat ahead. No surprise, same bans coming out. A targeted ban against Mesa's Isis. He was able to play fantastically with Giannis, though, so he has other gods in his god pool. They do not want him to get that Isis, though. They do not want him to snowball. After that, Cirquet taken out by Denial. Last ban going to come through here. Is it going to be one of the top supports is the question mark. Yes, it is.
Bye-bye, Sylvanas.
So they're forcing Denial into basically an Athena or Get pick here. I think Denial's going to run,
which isn't a bad idea. They could elect to take the Athena, or we could see them just decide to first pick Neath.
Last time they went Geb, and then immediately Cog responded with Neath Athena. The question is Cog going to respond with Neath Athena again?
Why
no, Xbalanque. They're like, Bronx, you're not getting that.
Why is Geb being such a high priority here for Denial? As soon as you see the Geb, does this just mean that we should expect to see the Cabrakan and have this super late game based team comp?
It's probably because they want to run duo supports or multiple warriors, but Geb seems to be the key to them. They really want Shadow Q to have that shield and peel potential.
He's damn good with it.
It is not really Shadow Q's job to initiate. I don't know if you noticed, but Shadow Q's job is to play, or not to play, to defend.
Well, technically his job is actually to play, Kevin.
But it's to protect. That is his job. Xing was the initiator last game. Baskin Robin was a frontline initiator. He didn't really peel either. Yep. And Geb does a fantastic job of peeling for his team.
Well, they also have to make sure they get some damage in there as well, and that Agni will definitely help that cause. And plus, it's pretty easy with the Geb, and now you mix that in with the Cabrakan, and, well, you have to try to miss his meteors at this point.
You really do. But they're going to draft the Agni over the Giannis this time. I mean, they obviously want a similar team comp, but I think the key there was taking Agni away from Herwin.
Yeah.
He was able to get out a ton of damage, and once you get that Soul Reaver online, we saw it, he was able to do a ton of burst. It went too late for him to really do that.
For sure. And now the final pick here for Cognitive Gaming, rounding out Scylla.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a question mark for me.
What's... Okay, so you lose the Agni, so you don't have the escape, but you know you're going to be the main focus of Denial. So you go ahead and grab Scylla because she has Sentinel, and then you build Blink on her, but in what scenario, if you know you're going to get focused because of how important mid-game is Scylla better than Giannis? I
mean, the big thing is Sentinel versus Xing, right? If he locks you in his ultimate, if he locks you in Tectonic Rip, you can just Sentinel out. Agni, he dashes into a wall, and we saw that happen multiple times. Xing was able to time it perfectly. Herwin just half a step too late, or just really it was Xing playing perfectly more than anything. You're going to be able to Sentinel out, but the thing is, Scylla's going to get abused early to begin with against an Agni. On top of that, they're going to have a Cabrakan. Denial is going to steal their back harpies.
Red pot.
Red pot
purple Scylla.
Pot. It's purple pot.
Whatever. Red buff, purple pot. Believe.
I will bet you any amount of money in the world that Denial steals back harpies.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's just...
Well, it also depends
how strong that early
is.
It
also kind of relies on Denial also picking someone in the solo lane who's going to be very strong as well.
Which they will. I mean, Baskin has only, outside of Loki, he's run just tanky. He's run the Guan Yus, he's run the Hercules.
They just need something with a decent amount of clear. Yep. That's it. So they can shove it up, and then you can kind of see Meerkat get put in the same spot as him and, Bickham last game, right? I mean, Meerkat was stuck at his tower, and Bickham was still just there with him because they got outshoved. I mean, it was all about Denial.
Sobek locked in. Another hybrid pick. We've seen Meerkat play this before, but it could still go to the support role, and it's going to be a Loki. Okay, so that's the other guy. They're looking for that split push strat. That's how they won against Eager. They weren't really winning team fights clearly. They were finding picks, and Loki was just all over the place, taking their Phoenixes, and it's going to be a Ram. So
I'm not sure about this
Cabrakan's job is to get his team to late game, because once Ram comes online, he has an auto attack. Ram versus Xbalanque is very close late game.
Yeah.
They both are very late game hunters.
Yeah, the big difference, though, is that Rama, he has to clear the wave right in front of his own archers, but he also has an ultimate that takes him out of combat and does copious amounts of damage.
It's these so Denial loves slippery picks. They like a team comp where you can't just walk someone down. So it's going to be a Vamana solo Sobek support.
Big baby. Okay. So Vamana will be joined by Batz going into the solo lane off the beginning versus the Cabrakan and the Loki.
They're going to be able to outclear them.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Well, no, because Loki's going to be able to group up the minions, and then Xing's going to be able to them. It should be pretty close.
Should be. But my question is Vamana going to start off with hand 1 or hand 2?
Hand 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we've been seeing a lot of hand 2s
He's going to
today.
go Bluestone. So Vamana's actually incredibly mana intensive. It's very... You can't spam his abilities. Blue buff isn't even enough, and it's going to be Bluestone hand 1. And then he's going to go wards early on. He's going to place his wards, and then he's going to back, and he's going to get potions.
Man, screw the wards. You don't need vision.
That's why you lose your games.
No, I lose my games because I'm bad. But on the Xbox One, I never lose, so shut your mouth.
Look at Denial. They know what's going to happen. They know that they did not draft their... You're not going to out-denial. That's just not going to happen. You're not.
We've seen the AFK do it.
You're not going to... Well, you're not going to get level 1 kills against Denial. They are the kings of that.
You can just see it too, right?
They know when they don't have the advantage.
Yeah, they're like, okay, guys, let's just sit at the tower and then make them retreat back to their lane. The real trickery is when you hide in the back of the Harpies and you're just waiting and you get the Sobek pluck them back in there, and then bam, done.
That's dirty.
But no one ever does it because it's really stupid. Xing here, making sure he gets at least 1 ward down there, and you'll be happy to know what they're starting off with. But for Cognitive Gaming, well, they know exactly what the Loki's going to start off with.
Denial's scared of the invade, so they're just going to 3-camp instead here. They're actually they're going to 3-camp. They were worried about the invade simply because of how weak Loki is early on. They're going to.
And also, he doesn't start Hand of the Gods.
Yeah,
it's very similar to why you don't see mages in the solo lane, as well as, you know, we've seen hunters there, but now that people have realized, like, oh wow, we can't invade them because they don't have hand, right?
I'm surprised that Mace did the blue as well. Xing's probably going to go with him to mid. That's going to be my guess, because Mace can't just walk. Yeah, so they're going to have to rotate Xing to this mid lane with Mace because it's not safe for him to come. Additionally, this might be more XP. I actually don't know.
Well, the Crush will zone him out just a bit, and they'll lose half of a wave here, and they will be able to secure the final 2 archers. As now Xing will continuously jump, and now Batz, a.k.a. Bickham, will be looking to make his presence known here in the mid lane.
So I take back that thing where I said I would bet any money that Denial steals back Harpies.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know they were going to draft Loki solo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
you did.
No, I'm not.
You like called it at the beginning.
I said there's a chance he runs that, but he normally runs Warriors. So this is actually going to be a very good XP for Mace to the Face and Xing here. They're able to get 3 major camps and a back Harpy before a minute 30.
Yep. And now they're probably going to lose just a couple of minions here in this wave as Baskin now, he's going up against the Vamana, and well, Vamana, he's a simple kind of guy, right? He likes sitting in lane, farming up, and then seeing you when you're level 15 and he's level 20 at the Gold Fury.
Both of these players just want to farm to the late game, but Meerkat is going to have control against the Loki early on, and that's important for Meerkat to try and bully him out. He can't let Baskin rotate.
Swinging into the duo lane here, Mr. Bronx Bomber. Rocking the, I like to call it the arrow skin.
The arrow skin? Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, I see. He takes off the mask. He's Oliver Queen. I know. It's one of my favorite shows as well. He's a couple minions away here from getting level 4, and they're just a little bit behind here, and the clear definitely favoring Homie FA and Famous Hate.
Yeah, it should be about even clear, but it doesn't really matter here. It's really about the presence of Sobek, and that Geb cannot get out of position or else he risks getting plucked. Their clear is about the same, but you can't risk fighting a Sobek, because if you get plucked, you're dead.
And on top of that, I mean, Shadowkey really, he has to save his Hand of the Gods here as well, because mid-Harpies are coming up in 15 seconds, and Bickham's going to be able to secure the right side.
I'm surprised.
You can see the rotation of the Sobek.
I'm surprised he didn't try and kill Baskin there.
Well, we'll see what the members of Denial try to do here. They should have the secure as well. And now here comes the pluck. It's going to be up there. Tail Whip's going to disrupt him a bit. Fear No Evil's going to be here as well. Shadow Q in a lot of trouble. I'm a Monster was able to help it out a bit, but he can't fight in this team fight. And now Bickham trying to make it out with his life, and he has done so, but maybe Bronx Bomber in the sky. There's one.
Oh,
yeah,
if he hit that, Bronx just words.
Yeah, form sentences.
He was not able to find the last night, but if he did, and it looks like Denial's going to see
top 5 play of the week.
Yeah, if he was able to, #1 play if he was able to find that.
Yeah.
But an important thing, though, is I'm a Monster missed. And that's the weakness of Scylla and the team comp they've drafted is they don't have setup for I'm a Monster. That's why when they drafted it, I said, I don't know if I like this. Normally you want a Thor or a support like Geb or a support like Sylvanas who have these huge, they make players stand in place. They have Fear No Evil there, but it pushes people. It's not easy to hit.
No. I mean, sure, she can maybe try to set up with the trajectory of Sobek pluck, right?
You can, but it's still, pull.
Yeah, you're not looking for that. You want to do as much damage as you can, and you know, they really don't have it. You're right. They don't, and that's definitely going to be the hardship here. And big thing about Scylla, you kind of rely on I'm a Monster.
Yes,
it can change team fights instantly. There's never a time where you can count a Scylla out of a game. Because I'm a Monster.
If she can find
right now, it does 400 damage, not including anything else.
Yeah, and then if she can find the resets, it changes teams. Scylla is that god where you always have a comeback mechanic.
Yeah.
See a lot of just farming over in this solo lane.
It scales with individual skill.
Yes, it does.
No.
That's why Stealth won the World Championships with it.
Nah, that's because he played Zhong Kui.
He played Scylla in the final game.
Yeah, I know. Zhong Kui, though.
Shadow Q getting the best of the warding battle there against Homie FA.
Dude, 2 levels behind is the Scylla.
Yeah. I mean,
that's tough.
He didn't get mid camps. He got poked out, and he didn't. So he missed 2 waves, both mid camps, and Mace to the Face had a better start getting 3 jungle camps because he was splitting with Xing.
Yeah. I actually want to see how far away he is from actually hitting level 7. We could swing in on the Scylla. And you can see it, yeah, she's a couple creeps, but across the way, I mean, Agni's probably about halfway. They're going to try to sneak this away. Now they're just trying to get this ward down and try to bring the members of Denial over a bit. But as you can tell, I mean, he's halfway already. 3/4 of the way to level 9. That's going to put Whirlwind 2 levels behind still, and he's going to have to crawl out of this hole somehow.
He's got Doomorb online, so he's going to want to try and get that stacked up before the next fight. Mace to the Face going the safe route, starting up Boots, likely going to finish it. He's not going Doomorb either, like Whirlwind did last game.
Famous Hate rocking out to the Heartseeker?
Yeah.
Instead of Devo?
I mean, it's risky, but he thinks that he's going to be able to play safe until he gets Aussie online. And Aussie's likely to be his next item over Boots.
We'll see what Whirlwind can do here mid-Harpies. They've started up. Hand of the Gods clean. Denial didn't want to try to fight that in the slightest bit. Xing now trying to jump his way over there. Got the speed buff on him, so he will get there a little bit quicker.
Cog doesn't have the timers on these. They're not up for about 20 more seconds. Xing gonna get plucked though.
Yeah, Xing, he does have the Geb shield here. Fear No Evil will be good. Xing now still trying to run away. Meerkat will be here, clear the path. We'll follow it up. That's going to be Crush, and somehow Xing managing to stay alive. I'm a Monster just off the mark. Baskin to the face, able to find one. Bickham gets a kill. Beads out of the Sobek pull, and Crush will hit, and then just like that, Xing will bring the cabinets down on him as they are looking to get more kills. Baskin now, he's on Scylla. The Sentinel will save her life, but the I Am a Monsters are just, they can't find them.
That's one of the weaknesses of Scylla, is she is very reliant on those I'm a Monsters, and the team comp Cog drafted doesn't have good setup, so unless she's hitting her roots every single time on the target she needs, it's going to be hard for her to hit them. Once again, twice Cog lost team fights because I'm a Monster not able to find anything. They did grab a kill there, but it's not going to be enough. Whirlwind needs to find these hits for Cog to make bigger impacts on these team fights.
A Witchblade is going to be finished up here by Xing in the jungle, an item we haven't seen much of in Season 2, really just because it got nerfed, Kevin. It got nerfed very hard, but, I mean, it will help him with his base stats, right?
Yes.
which is really like kind of the appeal of it.
He's just trying to tank up. He has the base numbers on his abilities. Cabrakan hits very hard for a Guardian, and that's why he's able to go these tanky items. And his goal this game is to not die. Last game, in these mid-game T-fights, as Cabrakan, he was dying. He was getting picked off. He survived the first one, but then he started falling.
Would have Winged Blade been a little bit better?
No, you don't really need it because you have movement speed with your one. There's really no need to go Winged Blade early on. And
they do have a lot of slows, though.
On COG? I mean, yeah, they have a couple. I just don't think it's enough to warrant it.
Okay. The clear coming out here from Mace to the face. Shoes of the Magi finish up for the Agni across the way. We'll see what Scylla goes into, but I can summarize it in the fact that it will be Shoes of the Magi. I don't think we've seen a single CDR Scylla ever.
No, the idea is you just want to do a ton of damage, but if you do go CDR boots...
You're a one-trick pony.
If you do go CDR boots, it's not that bad of a thing, because in Scylla's kit, her passive is, when she maxes out an ability, she gets 20 extra power. So she's getting 80 extra power that other mages don't get, and that normally compensates for going CDR boots over power
Gives
boots.
her a little bit more sentinels, a couple crushes, but for the most part, people like Scylla for one reason, and that's...
I'm a monster.
Yes. Player damage here. Vamana leading the way here with 3,200. Yet clear the path on 4 people in that last engagement, but did not go their favor. Harpies going the way of denial on the left side. Right side, they're delayed. We might see ourselves another fight here. But if game number 1 was telling of anything, well, don't go anywhere, guys, because this is going to be a long one.
Xing setting up for these right camps here. They're not up for about 30 more seconds. We see Meerkat. We saw him top damage charts, and that's what he needs to do. He's just trying to farm out against Baskin to the face, but Baskin's trying to farm as well here, and he's already got Heartseeker maxed.
The decoy will come down there, and now Loki's at the point where he's able to full clear, pretty much. Well, not full clear depending on the minion wave, because he's got the brutes that'll kind of leave him with a little bit of health, but now this is where he starts to shine.
Yes.
Is you'll start to see him go in between tier 1 and tier 2, throw the decoy out there and just try to steal all of the buffs away. But it's very risky to still do that. Clearing the wave is going to be Mace to the face here as Gab will rotate. Witchblade finished. CDR boots again for Shadow Q, and he's definitely favoring them over the Reinforced Greaves, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, his job is to protect his team. Xing's the initiator, so he wants to get up as many shields as he can. He's using his Cataclysm occasionally aggressively, but a lot of times it's defensively or just in team fights in general. He could be in trouble here, though, as he's going to get plucked. And
the Crush will come over the wall, just off the mark here. Cataclysm. A little bit wasted there, and now just like that, Xing's in the middle of it. Baskin's there as well. I'm a monster. Well, Xing is the monster here as Crush will slow him down. Bronx Bomber hitting the auto attacks, and now Famous 8. He's trying to kill the Loki, but he's just so fast. Waiting to go invisible is going to be Baskin, and now the stun comes out as well. They have the CC. Famous 8 in a lot of trouble here as Mace to the face will clean this one up. He gets him with the dot, and now Scylla just going to stare at this Gab, and oh my god, he went into it, no!
Bronx held it for so long there. Great play by him. Big Baby comes out, but he's not going to have the damage to chase anyone down. Mace to the face, full life, going to dash away. But
Bronx.
A back and forth fight, but Denial, the only one to come out with kills.
Bronx Bomber ends up hitting him once, just kind of making the Colossal Fury stay a little bit longer and clear the path. Keeps him safe. As now we will watch as Denial still showing. Shout out to our guy, Mr. Nabil, with the best cosplay ever of Vamana.
Oh man, that was great.
I saw the little Monoscan and I was just like, oh yeah, Nabil did cosplay of him. Oh man. Devo gloves fully stacked up here for the Rama across the way. Only 25 stacks in the Xbalanque with the Heartseeker. He might watch this game back and go, maybe Devo gloves were the way to go.
Hey, it's working.
It's early.
It's early.
Definitely early. I can't believe that snipe. I can't believe he hit that.
Bronx Bombers is one of the best Rama snipers in the game, next to probably Moex, and we saw Shaggy Shake.
You would say Moex first.
Of course, I can't not say Moex.
You're not gonna give it to Allied?
No.
The Senpai?
Not even close.
Oh, come on, Bray.
Xing,
Homie FA in a lot of trouble. Down he goes, and Mace to the face gets himself a guaranteed kill. And that right there, this wall that you're seeing right at the mid Harpies that Xing creates with his ultimate is so good.
I mean, that's why you pick this Cabrakan, because we